Hi everyone, and welcome to our short video series on AAC implementation strategies. What are they and how can I use them in the classroom? Over the next few weeks we are going to be recording some short videos to give you ideas about how to more effectively use AAC in your classroom. We're going to keep these short and sweet and ask that you just try to target one of them each week in your classrooms with the teachers and the paraprofessionals. So let's take a look at our first slide. This week we're going to be talking about aided language input. Now, aided language input is simply a fancy way to say that the adults around a student are using that student's device or his AAC board or picture symbols to talk to the student. There is no expectation for the student to respond or to imitate the adult at this point. We're simply immersing the student in the AAC language. And this strategy is something that came from looking at how typical infants and toddlers develop language. Infants and toddlers learn language by listening to their parents talk all the time around them. They hear what their parents are saying, they see what these words refer to, and they begin to imitate them. Babies hear adult language for a long time before they start producing language, and that's the same idea that we use for our AAC learners. The way this works is that the adult partner uses the student's AAC device or board to talk to the child. Typically, our adults are going to be using language that is only slightly higher than the current level that that particular student is using. So if you have a student who's using one word at a time on their communication device, then the teacher would probably only use 2 words in order to talk to the student. Some examples. Our first example is the teacher letting the child know what the schedule is bringing in the future. She might say, we're going to the media center, while touching the symbols go, and then navigating to places and touching media center. Another example, and an easy one to follow, is a paraprofessional reading to her students. During book reading, the paraprofessional might touch 2 to 3 words per page as she's reading the book out loud. For the example, brown bear, as she turns each page, the paraprofessional might touch on the device the words what, you, and see to go along with the story that she's reading. Another example would be in the SLP, or maybe an administrator in the office, saying, hi, how are you, to the student, and then touching the symbols on the student's device that say hi and how are you. Again, the goal is that the student is immersed in AAC language, seeing models of AAC communication by others. Remember, we don't expect the student to respond to this by touching the device. We simply are hoping for their attention and immersion in the AAC environment. Give it a try. Let us know what you like. Let us know what you need help with. Talk to you soon.